Happy New Year. Welcome back to Recovery for Life. I'm Chris Howard, peer counselor at Indigo Recovery in New York City and host of this weekly podcast, where we come together to talk about addiction and recovery, personal growth, and connection. I'm going to virtually pass the mic and give everyone a few minutes to say hello. Fill us in on the last couple of weeks or more. So how about Stephen? You go first.
Hey everyone, Happy New Year. I'm Stephen. Been with Midtown Health and Wellness for about 3.5 years now, approaching 7 years sober. And I was just having a really interesting conversation about how I view New Year's and my approach to New Year's. And I'll let everyone get a chance to speak before I go too much into that. But I do need to say that I don't create resolutions. Creating resolutions, it turns out to be a really bad thing for me. So I'm lucky enough for the first time to be going into the new year with a partner who cares about my growth just as much as he cares about his own. So we decided to come up with this idea where we're going to have like a creativity hour. So we're going to set aside 1 hour every day where we can write or create something or play the piano. I play keyboard, do yoga, meditation, whatever it is. So I don't feel like tied down to this promise and this feeling of letting myself down when I don't uphold myself to a certain standard. So I'm excited to see how that goes.
Sounds great. Audrey, you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's interesting, Stephen, how you don't create resolutions, because I also do not create resolutions. I guess it's not interesting. It's just like I can relate to that. And I don't think I've ever had New Year's resolutions or like been super into New Year's. Like my family, it's always a time where it's like close to my birthday. So I'm usually like in a good mood anyway. And my family, I'm living in the same house as I did when I was younger. So this year, especially, I just hung out with my family. And my sister was here and her husband. And it was just like a fun time to just sit and appreciate what I have and be grateful. And especially like recently, after getting the Sublocade shot, it's like almost a month since I got the first shot. And I just feel really good. And yeah, birthday soon. So what I mean to say is that I'm just really grateful for everyone that I have in my life and this group. And it's just like every year kind of, or every few years, I have this like little reawakening around my birthday, Capricorn season. I just try to take that in and like really grasp onto it. And I never really pay attention to the new year, even though it is fun to be with my family. And my family always does really nice things for me during this time. I relate to holding yourself to a really high standard. I feel like resolutions are just toxic, and the whole thing around diet culture is toxic. I've had a lot of issues with body dysmorphia, body image issues. So I can like heavily relate to feeling like your body is never enough, but I'm trying to just get better. That's it. Be better than I was.
That's a good goal for every day, right? Doesn't have to be New Year. Frankie, how you doing, man? Welcome back.
Thanks. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year. My name is Frankie. I've been with Midtown Health and Wellness for over 5 years now. Just past my sober date, which is really cool. 5 years. I feel great. I also don't make New Year's resolutions. I feel like my life has been resolving for the last few years. To put it into musical terms, I feel like 10 years of my life was like a really ugly, nasty, dissonant chord. And now my life is finally resolving. And it does. It's been resolving itself because everything is right around me. Baby's on the way. Crazy to think that I'm bringing life into this world, because 10 years ago, I would have never thought that was possible. But yeah, there is a tiny little Frankie in there. Now I can see it moving in her stomach, which is also crazy, and it's inevitable. He's on his way, and I'm super excited about it. I'm just really grateful that I have such a good support system. My family's so amazing. My wife's family's so amazing. She's so amazing. I'm so grateful. I'm excited for this year. We're in a positive direction, and I am just elated that it's going that way. So things are good.
Amazing. John, you're up.
Hello. Happy New Year. This is John. I've been with Midtown Health and Wellness for, oh my gosh, over 3.5 years, maybe even 4. I don't remember at this point. But anyway, I just moved with my wife from Brooklyn to Connecticut, and I am exhausted in every facet possible, like emotionally, physically, spiritually, just spent. Moving in between holidays was tough. I'm grateful that we were able to do it and get everything coordinated. And I don't know, it was a stressful process. It was a stressful couple of months dealing with that sober. It's particularly difficult for me, and working through this ball of emotions that I have in me and sorting through it, because in the beginning, when I got off Sublocade, the emotions came and I was able to process them and figure out where they came from. But when I had this fast and furious move and holiday season process come in, I didn't have a chance to do that. So everything's just balled up, and I haven't really been, I don't know, I guess, talking to others the way I'd like to. A bit snippy, I guess. I'm a bit testy right now, but yeah, I mean, I'm excited to be going into this new year. I would like to start a family as well. That's why we moved here, to be closer to my family, to start a family. And outside of the ball of emotion inside me, I'm doing well. I'm doing very good. And I also don't make New Year's resolutions. I actually almost died on New Year's, so I don't even think about it. And it's similar to like my birthday too. I had a really tragic thing happen to me on my birthday, and I just, for my birthday and New Year's, I let them go. It's just another day for me. Like, what am I going to do? Make it a New Year's resolution to lose weight or something, or whatever I don't go to the gym and then I don't do it, and then I'm upset with myself. I'm not going to do that. If I do it, I do it. I'll do it if it's right. And that's kind of how I roll. But outside of that, doing well. Glad to be here. Glad to see everybody. Happy New Year's. 2023, here we go.
Yeah, that's funny. I don't, of course, make resolutions either, because those are like expectations. They're set up for disappointment. Whatever I decide, I'll never do it. So I'm happy to continue doing what I'm doing. I like to get up in the morning and be grateful for that day, whatever day it is on the calendar. It's kind of funny because I did get sober on January 5th, which is my anniversary. And people always ask me, "Oh, was that a New Year's resolution?" And I'm like, it could have been August. I didn't even know what month it was when I got sober. I really didn't. In fact, I thought it was the 8th, and it was years later when I said, I know it was a Thursday. And they go, well, it couldn't have been the 8th because it wasn't a Thursday that year. I'm like, whatever. I have no idea. It was the day that things had to change for me. That's it. That's all that matters. And so, yeah, the calendar doesn't matter all that much, does it? But it's nice to turn a page and think that we're beginning another journey, another year in our lives. With gratitude, as always, right? So that's it. So Stephen's going to start us off because he had something to talk about earlier before we actually started recording. So let's start with that. And that's what inspired today's conversation. So go for it. You're up.
Yeah, well, before I start, I just want to say congratulations to Audrey on a month on Sublocade, and Frankie for the baby on the way, and John for the move. I know it's stressful, man. Just breathe, and we're here for you. But that's all great news. But it's interesting because a common thing that I was hearing is like a lot of us have these negative associations with New Year's or New Year's resolutions. And I was saying a little bit before the group started, when we were discussing what our topic will be. Growing up, New Year's Day was like a day of mourning for my family. So my great grandfather passed away on New Year's Day in a tragic accident. And my great grandma, who I was very close to growing up, never remarried. And just growing up, I just never remember it as a day of celebration. It was always like more of a somber day, which I guess might make it easier for me just to kind of like just pass it on as another day now. I know another reason why I think of it negatively is, it's where I started my eating disorder. My freshman year of college, I made a resolution to get healthier, get fit, and it just spiraled out of control over the course of a couple of months, because I told myself, like, I'm going to keep sticking to this high standard. And if I don't beat it, I know I'll beat myself up, and and it was like this vicious cycle. And when I was using, a lot of times I'd be like, all right, on the 31st, like, yeah, this is my last pill that I'm going to take. And I was good, like for, maybe the morning, the afternoon on the first. And by the evening, I was, taking more than I would have if I didn't tell myself I was going to stop. So at a certain point, I'm like, why am I doing this? Like creating these promises I'm not going to live up to are doing me more harm than good. So I just take it as I take this time as a time to to reflect, to see how I can make my life better, and similar to Chris, my sobriety anniversary is on the 15th, January 15th. So that right there is my new year. I mean, that was my new beginning. So if I think of anything or think of any day in January that I want to celebrate, it's that day right there. Because if it weren't for that day, I wouldn't be here. So
I like that. That's a much better day to celebrate. Who wants to jump in after that intro? Go ahead, Audrey.
Just watching my finger disappear. Sorry.
I could see your finger. It's okay.
Yeah, I thank you for sharing that, Stephen. It was like hearing all those things made me remember, like, oh wait, like actually, I know I said at the beginning, like every year is great, but actually no, every New Year's wasn't great. But around the New Year as well for me, and around my birthday was also when I realized, like, oh shit, I need to get sober, and got on Sublocade. I was not part of Midtown Health and Wellness until like a year or two, like a year and a half later. But that was around this time, like New Year's time. That's when I was with like a really abusive ex, and I was just in the car, and I was like with him, and I was like, I cannot do this anymore, and I just deleted all my contacts. And my sister came back from California to help me. Yeah, that's like when I ended up telling my parents about everything. And again, like it for me, like it goes back to like having my support system there with me always. Because I was home as well when I told everyone that I was having an issue. But yeah, back to like resolutions and everything, I just feel like it is very toxic, and they are expectations that we set for ourselves that are just too high. Like it should not be a time, the new year, especially with all this commotion and like the holidays and everything, when it's already stressful. You don't want to set yourself up to be even more stressed. But it's hard to realize that too. Like, again, you said it's like a time for you for like new realizations, and I'm really glad that they are able to realize, like, oh, like I might need to meditate more, or set aside some time to do the things that I really want to do. So yeah, that's really great. That's good to hear that you're good, like feeling better.
Skydiving will be on my list. Kidding. Not doing that ever. Who else wants to jump in on this kind of non-resolution set up for failure mode? I definitely, I always have way too high, set the bar way too high for myself. I really have to be a little more gentle. That it's okay to not know. It's okay to, sometimes not be the best. It's what we're trying to do. We're always trying to be better versions of ourselves and the best we can be, but we also have to understand that it's not going to happen all the time, is it? I'm going to make a mistake once in a while, and that's okay. How else are we going to learn? I used to think that I had to know everything all the time, and I was so happy that the first time I said I don't know to somebody and really meant it, it was so freeing. I can't tell you. Say, I don't know. Let's go find out. Let's go ask somebody who might. How about that? That's a great place to be. That's a good way to start any day, really. Is that neutral place. Go ahead, Frankie.
I have such dark memories of New Year's. I mean, there was an 8-year period when New Year's Eve, I would work a party on Long Island, and somewhere around a range of $1,000 to $1,500 I would get in cash and brand new ironed $100 bills. And then we'd close our eyes for a couple hours, and then we'd go back to this house and set up a brunch for 60 people. It was in a mansion, and I get another $1,000, well, some odd. And I remember for 8 years, I mean, we're talking 50, like if I had like 17 grand right now, forget about it. Right. But like, I remember every New Year's Day, I was either paying someone off or taking all that money and getting as much shit as I could. And like, I would say, this is the last year I'm doing this. This is the last year I'm going to do this. And it just, the cycle went on for so many years, so dark. And it was just it felt horrible all the time. And I would sing it every year. Next year, I'm saving this money. I'm putting to something else. And it was the same thing every year. I would get that cash and I would literally hand it off, or I was making a phone call as I was getting the cash. And it's just so nice that the last couple of years, I haven't had to do that. I haven't had to go through that. I haven't had to, it's midnight, got to make the call, and, waking up the next morning with those issues. It's just, you can breathe. I feel like I can breathe. You know what I mean? It's just, it's living a whole new life, and it's giving New Year's and New Year's Day a whole new shot to be positive in some sort of way. And even the holidays for me were always so depressing because, you go and you shop and whatever money you have, and then, whatever money you get, yay, it's Christmas, just running out, getting shit. Just that cycle is just so exhausting. And it's just so nice to have just normal, regular, everyday holiday problems without that dumped on top of it. Just normal, everyday problems that everyone else goes through. Yeah, it's a fucking long line at Macy's. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, there's tons of fucking traffic. Yeah, that sucks. But definitely not, I gotta go get this shit. So it's nice to have normal problems.
But like torture, remember that. And that was daily. That was daily for me. I'm not going to do this again today and every single day. Like Steven said, by 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, it was too much. I couldn't take it anymore. And I was off again. And every single day, every day, couldn't make it. Promise myself every morning, I'm not going to do this again. And then by the evening, forget it, man. It was over. Who's up? Is your purring?
Sure.
Dog or something?
I don't know what that is. It's not me. It's Steven's dog. Okay.
The Harlem Pug. I think.
Yeah, the Harlem Pug. Happy New Year's. What you said, Frankie, like resonated with me so much. That cycle of insanity. It is. I don't look at it with any joy or bliss, or it's just repulsive to me now. You know what I mean? Like I actually, so when I woke up this morning, I'm just going to take a step back because I need to get this out. I woke up and I'm like, it's New Year's Day. And I just thought about this during the podcast. So like you said, Frankie, every New Year's I'd go out, use, suffer the consequence, from using way too much or whatever. But today I woke up and I was like, I actually had a thought or craving or an urge that I actually felt that was tangible, that I was like, where is this coming from? Why do I want to go use? Like, what is this? because I haven't had one of these in I don't know, years. So it took me by surprise. This is when I woke up and I'm like, I'm opening my phone. I'm like scrolling through my content. I'm like, what the heck am I doing? So I threw my phone off the bed and I got up and I was like, I got to unpack all these boxes. What the heck am I thinking, man? Like, I'm trying to start a new chapter in my life. I'm going to go call who? I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm going to go calling you. It's like, what? But point being, like, good thing I checked myself, because like I was like, dude, what? I'm going to go out and poison myself and kill myself for what? I'm going to and lose everything that I've worked for over these past years? No. And I'm glad I have that. I was able to do that, right, without making a call or without talking with somebody. I did it. I did that on my own, and I'm particularly proud of it. But it sucked. It freaking sucked. And I really hope that it doesn't happen again, like soon, because it's just overwhelming. I think I'm just so overwhelmed and tired that maybe things are just coming in my head. Another thing that came in my head was like, well, I did, on New Year's Day of 2019, I did OD and almost die. So like, I don't know, like if that like subconsciously triggered something in my mind. Because like when I was on the Sublocade, it wasn't a problem, right? Like, I didn't even think about it. I'm off it now. Now I'm going through New Year's, just no opiates in me. And I even cried. I cried this morning. I was a freaking mess. And to just be able to like dial it back and put things in perspective and think about what I'm actually about to do and is it really worth it? Like to go do that. I think it just is. It's scary for one, and secondly, it's hard. It really is hard. I'm going through a lot. I'm going through a lot right now. It's just a particularly tough time. And
I think stress really triggers that urge. I really, really do. I think stress really triggers that urge. And for people like us, we have to find a different way to deal with that and a different way to address that emotionally and mentally. I mean, because that's where our brains go, right? Like, that's where our brains go. But the fact that you were able to shut it down, center yourself, and be like, bad decision is fucking huge.
yeah,
That's fucking huge, man. It's huge because, life is, you're going through a lot of shit. You know what I mean? And you just moved into another state, like you're starting a life, and that's heavy, man. And that stress is rocking your brain. So kudos to you, man, for battling through.
thank you, Frankie, for saying so. Yeah, it was hard. And yeah, I think I'm really tired. I've been packing and unpacking for the past 2 weeks, and it doesn't feel like home sweet home yet. You know what I mean? So this OCD in my head is like giving me anxiety because I don't know where most of my stuff is. I'm like freaking out. Whereas my
like
life is
when
like,
you don't have like a home or like a safe space yet, all your stuff is all over the place. Like it's gonna make you stressed. So yeah, with like all of the work that you've done, everything that you've done, like you were able to do that and center yourself in this giant whirlwind of all of your boxes. So that is really big. Yeah, like what Frankie said. And yeah, it's like I don't want to say what's happening in your brain without you saying, okay, yes, that's what was happening. But like to me, it seems like you were, because this happens to me as well. Like when shit's all over my room and like everything is all over the place, and I'm like, okay, I need to find home. And like home to me at one point was like doing drugs. So it's just like a comfort thing, probably.
yeah, that it actually sounds very accurate. Like seriously, like I was looking for comfort, like, or an escape of the insanity, right? Like, and yeah, I guess it caught me off guard. I mean, really, like in sobriety, like I need to be vigilant. Missed not as the holidays came up, I missed groups. Groups weren't there because it was the holidays, and just missing one, I felt. Yeah, I don't know. I felt it. I felt like I missed it, and I was like, "Dang, man! Like this is tough. I need it right now." Like but I don't know. I soldiered through, and here I am, and I'm glad I didn't make that choice to go out and use today, and made the right choice and stayed sober. And I started thinking of like all the things I'm grateful for. What I had going on today, right? I needed to unpack. I needed to set up my office. I needed to get my work office set up, and there was a few other things, but that really, like, I don't know, it helped a little bit, just uh, putting some other thoughts in my head of like, hey, no, you need to go do these things. And like, I don't know, I feel like, I don't know, it's just like if I were to, I don't know, going out and using is just the stupidest idea. And like, but I have the thought that I have no control over when those thoughts come into my head is absolutely terrifying. So like I don't know, maybe the group will know a little more how maybe I can I don't know, maybe perhaps as I am moved in and more comfortable here, it'll be easier. But in the interim, if something were to happen like that again, and I need to, I don't know, but I threw my phone. It's not like I'm going to call somebody. I didn't want to touch it. So like, outside of like staying in the present, thinking about what I need to do and all the good things I have in my life, does anybody have any other suggestions that would help with such thing?
Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, I could jump in. I just wanted to say, John, I'm so proud of you. Um, something I noticed you brought up in prior podcasts, our meetings, is, I've now up the Sublocade. What's going to happen when I get that urge? It's almost as if like you were preparing yourself. You had that awareness that, all right, now I'm totally off this medicine. It's just me. I have to trust me and my support group, my whatever tools you have set up for yourself, and you're able to do it. So kudos to you. As Frankie said, as Audrey said, something that helped me when I first started getting sober and was fighting a lot of urges was, I know you threw your phone, but I would use my voice memos, and I would find some way to capture what was on my mind, what triggered it, if I could figure it out, and just speak those words out loud. Because like you just said, like using is so crazy. And sometimes like we need to say it. We need to hear ourselves say it. Sometimes we need to hear ourselves, play it back and hear it back. And that was a tool that really helped me and really kind of helped center me and made me realize, all right, there's this Steven who, is the real me. And then there's my addiction, who's always going to be creeping behind my back. And I just always have to be ready just to clock them, yeah, but hopefully, the rest of the group has some more suggestions.
I'm going to take that one step further. As we all know, we talk about support systems all the time, and rather than trying to do it alone like you did this morning, John, call somebody. Recording it in your phone is one thing, but actually talking to another addict is a whole other story. Call someone who gets it and say, "Hey, I feel like using. This sucks," and talk about it for a couple minutes. It'll be gone. And that's something we talk about all the time, is that kind of support system. It's really important to use that. And what you said, like, I hope this urge doesn't come back again. Oh, it will. It's going to come back again.
I meant in the short term.
Yeah, but in long term, it's going to come back. And I still get them 11 years down the road. And I know people who are 20 and 30 years down the road who still get them. And, you know, you pick up the phone and you call somebody or you do something within your support system so that you're not trying to do it alone. Because that's what happens is we do it over and over again by ourselves. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I got this. I got this. I got this. And then one day we don't got it.
Yeah, well, I was so shocked and scared. I
Sure.
didn't want to even be near my phone. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, no. With that in mind, if anybody's open for a phone call, if that happens again,
Always. Absolutely. Always. I'll bet you anybody would be. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And you know, you're so far into your sobriety journey that you wouldn't even know who to call anyway.
I
Yeah.
know.
There wouldn't even be a number in your phone that you would be able to call. You're in a safe place, man.
We all know how to figure it out.
That's true.
I know, but Frankie has a point. I'm not going to go on a freaking. I'm out in a new area. I'm not.
Yeah, you're not going to go on a Zelda quest.
No, it's not like New York City where I can just walk the blocks, right? Like I'm in suburbia. It's like a whole different. I know if there's a will, there's a way, but like, I don't know. I think just using my support network, like Chris and you all said, and just getting through it with my sober support network. I mean, I think that's fair enough. And I think with time and practice and doing that over and over again, just like with anything else, I think that it will get easier with time. But I don't know. Maybe Chris, you've got more time in sobriety than I do, and so do you, Frankie. And I'm actually, maybe everybody does here more than me. But I don't know. Being off of an opiate and having an urge like that. I know they go away, they crash and stuff like and talking helps and all that stuff, but I don't know, like how when do you notice them, or like how often do they occur for you if they do occur?
You know, it's weird. My urges don't come in a conscious state. I have a lot of really weird drug dreams. So that's when my cravings and anxiety about drugs and everything doesn't happen in my everyday life. It happens when I shut down my body. Like I swear, my mother's eyes. I told my wife about this. Last week, I had a dream that I had a pocket full of oxys, and my dad was telling me I have to do a cartwheel down these steps so I can get all the way down the steps. And I was like, I can't do the cartwheel. And he's like, why not? I was like, I just can't do it. I can do it, but I can't do it because I don't want anything to fall out of my pocket. And then like this, I felt like this dream went on for eternity. And it's because I didn't want the drugs to fall out of my pocket. I didn't want anyone to see. And then I woke up and I was like, what the fuck is going on in my head? What kind of crazy person am I? And this is when I have weird cravings and I think about drugs in my dreams. I don't know if anybody else does that.
Yes, me.
Me too.
I had a few. I've had quite a few dreams. I am a dreamer, definitely. It's like a narcolepsy thing also to have a lot of crazy dreams, but I know people without narcolepsy have crazy dreams. Anyway, I had a dream recently. I guess the most recent one was that like I was with all these blonde girls that I didn't know in like a room at like a party, and then we go into this room and they're like, who has the pills? Who has the pills? And they were like taking out these pill bottles, and I like socked them all in the face and like smashed their heads together and was like, no more pills. But like that's just wild. I didn't know. Yeah. I guess I also have the cravings in my sleep because like usually when I'm awake, I have other triggers like that from like I'm kind of realizing that I have a bit of not PTSD, but like post-traumatic something. And I would like I realize that I like go into the bathroom, which is like a safe space for me to like hide from things. I don't know, like when a lot of my family was here, I would like go into my room, which is also like now a safer space for me because I reorganized it, whatever. But like, I realized that I have all these other triggers, and well, I've kind of like known that for a while. But anyway, yeah, just dealing with all of the triggers and all of the reactions to the triggers are really difficult. And like every day I learn that, like, oh shit, like this is because of this and that's because of that. Like this is all because of what's happened in my life. And like it's hard in the moment to be like, what is like when a trigger comes up or like you feel triggered by something, it's really hard to realize that that's what's happening. But yeah, I can relate to that, all of that.
I have one more question. I'm sorry. This is an interesting topic for me because like last time I had a drug dream, actually this has been consistent with my drug dreams. Like the last one was like I knew I had bags of dope in a dresser, and I was like frantically looking for them, and I'm like, oh, I know it's in this drawer, and I look in there and it wasn't there, and it'd be in this one, and it'd be an endless cycle of that. And like, and then one time I would be able to see it and I'd try to reach it and then it'd go away. Like I would never be able to obtain the drugs in my dream, even though I was dreaming about it and like, craving it or whatever.
Always chasing them, right? Always chasing them.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. Right. Is that the same for you guys? It's like, I mean, I've had it. I mean, a couple, I mean, at least a dozen. And I remember seeing like pill bottles or something, but it was always me trying to either wait for someone to leave the room so I can grab something, or me going through like looking for, medicine and not finding the right, what I'm looking for. But whatever it is, I'm always like, it's just right beyond my grasp, but I never get to take it.
That's
Yeah.
super,
Maybe
that's super
it's a
interesting.
sign. Yeah.
That's super interesting because in my dreams, I'm never using it. I'm just either trying to get it or trying to hide it. But in my dreams, I'm never using it. I'm trying to get it or hide it. It's the chase.
Right.
That's really interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah. Dreams are wild. Dreams are pretty wild. But like, yeah, I agree with all of you that it has happened to me in all of my dreams where I'm just chasing, like looking through the drawers, looking through everything, pill bottles, everything. And then my friend had the same nights that I had a drug dream. She had a dream that I was looking for fentanyl at a party. So weird shit happens in dreams. It's like a very telling of our lives, I think. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I think that I have had dreams similar to all of you.
So it seems to be like part of the like the disease, really, right? If I think about it, right? I mean, like it seems to be a commonality or a common thread between all of us that we're all sober, and we all have to stay sober fight to stay sober each day, and we all have different experiences, but there's seemingly a commonality between the whether it's the dreams or the urges or the cravings or the emotions or whatever we're going through, right? Like we can definitely relate, and that's so I don't know, it's so poignant. I mean, like
Yeah, we're fighting for our sobriety literally 24 hours a day. Like whether we're awake and in our normal day lives or we're shutting down our engine and we're closing our eyes, we're haunted by this and we're trying to find a way to beat this every day and night. It's really interesting.
it is.
Yeah, it's really, I want to dive deep into that dream thing another time.
I'll be the oddball here, and I know I'm not unique in this, but in my dreams, I actually get wasted. And wake up
Really?
thinking, fuck, I blew 10 years of sobriety. I can't believe it. And, I know I'm not unique because I've heard a lot of people talk about that too, about that they actually use in their dreams. And then wake up. And you're really not, I'm really not sure. Right. I'm not convinced right away that I didn't when I wake up because I feel like I did. It's the same feeling of, just sick. Like, I can't believe I did that. And then and it takes a while. It takes a good 15, 20 minutes to realize it was a dream. I'm really okay. I didn't actually, because sometimes I look around the house, honestly, to see if I did buy something or use something or if there's some evidence. It's that real. It's that real. I know I'm not alone in that. I've talked to a lot of people who've experienced that same thing. So it could go both ways, I suppose. It's great that you guys are just kind of chasing it, not quite getting, because it's a really shitty feeling to wake up and think that you did something like that.
Yeah, I mean, to wake up and think that I've wasted all I don't know. I used and I don't know, lost all my sobriety and all the time I put in. Not lost it, but like sacrificed it for one time. I don't know, to get high. That is a cringy feeling, and I can relate to that on like a PTSD level, like in my night terrors, where I think something has dramatically happened to me so bad, and I wake up and it takes me like 10, 15 minutes to like calm down and realize, all right, I wasn't there. That didn't happen. So it's interesting how the dreams kind of correlate there with the effect, but yeah, it's really, really interesting.
Doesn't go away. This thing is with us for life, which is okay. I mean, we get to do this and we get to talk about it and we get to, rely on each other and have our support. And it means it's manageable, right? It's manageable for all of us. We can get up and say, okay, that was a dream. That was whatever it was. And I'm going to go about my day. That's not who I am.
And I just want to jump in and say one more thing. I think it's really telling that the scariest part, at least for you, Chris, and other people you've known, is actually using and that feeling. So I think that right there, says a lot in itself.
It's a terrifying thought for me. It really is. If we want to call it PTSD or whatever you want. I mean, I did a lot of damage out there in the world. A lot of damage. And, I know there's a tremendous amount of fear. I have a tremendous amount of fear about relapse. Because, I mean, look, I used for 40 years. It's a long time, and I was able to, really destroy a lot of lives, or at least, damage a lot of lives along the way. I'm not going to forget that. I'm still trying to repair some of that damage. Some of it's not going to ever be repaired. I can see that. I was hopeful in the beginning, I could kind of repair relationships, all of them, but that turned out not to be possible. And I had to learn that the hard way. But that's part of it. Listen, I'm responsible. Nobody else. I did that. It was my choice, if you want to call it choice. Addiction, I don't believe is a choice. It's something we're born with. When we find our substance, we're done, right? That's just the way it works. That could be whatever. It's different for everybody. They just get their own poison, right? But you're right, Stephen. The fear, it's a healthy fear. It absolutely is. And I'm glad I have it. Man, if I didn't, I'd be in real trouble, right? If I wasn't terrified of getting back on that horse, poof, forget it, man.
I like what you said there, Chris. It's poison. Like, that's how I look at it. I have to look at it like that, or I don't know. It's poison. It literally almost killed me. And like the thought of like, I don't even think you like for a opiate user. I don't know. I've been out of the game for a while, but like, I don't even know like if you can even get anything but fentanyl now or whatever synthetic, synthesized opiate they got now. I don't know. Like, I don't know what it would do to me. And we had a conversation about this because I ate a gummy on Christmas Eve, and it had an adverse effect that I was not expecting. But anyway, like not knowing what it'll do, like that also is a healthy fear. Like, in keeping that in mind, like I'm gonna go out and try something that I haven't done in years, and it could potentially kill me instantly. Like that it's just, yeah. I mean, saying it out loud, like Steven said earlier with the voice recording. I mean, like even just saying it out loud, like, and hearing it, like hearing myself say it, like I
mean,
wish
yeah,
I had said it earlier.
You just said it though. Like the next time you do it, that's it. You know what I mean? Like that's the way I think about it. Like I have dodged so many bullets in my time that I just think that the next time I would do it, that would be the last time. Like, that's what I think.
Yeah, you're right.
I think I think that's the answers right there. Next time you do it, go. So that's the way I think about it. I've dodged so many bullets, and I like, again, I've been out of the game for years, and to try that, I just don't think my body would be able to handle it. I think that would be it. So that's the way I think about it. I do what I got.
Yeah, and the key is we don't know, right?
Yeah.
I have no idea how anything would affect you at this point, or what it would even be, right? Because like John said, nobody knows what they're getting anymore. It's a scary world.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
It was scary enough before, but it's even scarier now.
And now I have to go crazy off topic, but like now I have, like, I'm bringing life into this world, and now I have these crazy fears that, is this a hereditary thing? Like, am I giving my child this disease? Like, is this going to skip a generation, or am I going to have to worry about, I'm always going to worry about, like, is he going to take that path? And like, I can't imagine, like, I know what my poor fucking mother went through with me. Could I handle that as a father? Like, I'm like, all these things these are the things I think about. Like, my kid.
Those are really valid fears too, because it is genetic in some respects. We all know that, right? I mean, that's been proven.
Yeah.
And
You know what I mean?
the advantage, and I've talked to a lot of people about this actually, the advantage that you have is that you know what to look for. When your child gets to that age of, 12, 13, 14, 15, whatever it is, you're keenly aware of what it looks like when someone's starting to change a little bit, right?
Well, that's a good point.
You have an advantage that your parents did not have.
Yeah, that's a good point, because my parents were not, everyone knows my dad's a drinker, but he's not my biological father. And my mother is just like a yoga teaching, totally body healthy. Like, it's just, she didn't get it. You're right. I will know what to look for with my kid. Like, there's no way. I have my doctorate in drug use.
Yeah, you're not going to miss anything.
No, I am a pro.
It doesn't mean we can stop it from happening. It just means we can recognize it and
Yeah.
have a conversation.
Yeah.
And, try to do something, try to, kind of intervene early. And that's a great place to be. I mean, you do have a huge advantage over a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, I even thought that, Frankie, as my wife and I are trying to conceive, she's also in recovery. So, there's two addicts here, alcoholic addicts, trying to conceive. I mean, I want to bring life into this world. I want to have a family, and I understand the hereditary risk. But like Chris said, the more I thought about it, I'm like you said, Frankie, too. Like, I mean, there's things to look for, and I don't know, the shit I put my parents through, they didn't know. They had no idea. And now, having been through it and living with it, I hopefully would be able to at least help or provide some help to my child, or I don't know, in a way where my parents, I mean, they tried to help me, but they weren't knowledgeable about it, so they didn't know what to do with me, and I got like kind of, I don't know, left behind, I guess. So yeah, I mean, I don't want to because I ended up, they were like, oh, there's something wrong with him, we need to take him to a psychiatrist. And back then it was like, oh, you're going to a shrink, and at 16 years old, it was not a good feeling. And I don't want my kid to have that. I want, if it does, hopefully it doesn't, but if it does, I can provide the support or point them in the right direction to get the right help.
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
Crazy to think about.
Yeah, and
Crazy.
you don't really need to right now. I mean,
No, I'm good.
long way to go.
No, I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah, baby hasn't been born quite yet. So
No.
ways to go.
But that's where my crazy brain works. But no, I got to figure out how to wipe an ass first before we can get through all this.
That's the easy
Oh.
part.
Those are my immediate struggles. How do I wipe this tiny little ass without?
I've done it at like age 17, so you can do it.
Okay. I
You
have
can
a
do it.
really, I have a really intense gag reflex, so I'm just
I
like,
do too. I do too.
well, just to
But
wipe it.
I was babysitting and I did it at like age 15, 16 for like people that I babysat, and it's fine. You'll be good.
Okay, because I'm at age 40 and I got to think about wiping asses, and I'm getting nervous.
You're good. You're good.
You can handle it. I have faith. I have faith in your ass wiping ability.
I don't know. I saw my. I was out my identical twin's brother. I have an identical twin brother. He just had twins, a boy and a girl. And I was at their christening yesterday, and I was watching my sister change the diaper. I'm like on one of the children, and I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna have to do that.
It'll be your baby though. It's different when it's. I don't know. This is shit my mom tells me. She's like, when it's your child, it's different. Like you love that child, so I don't know.
You love that
Very
shit.
true.
Yes.
There's not much of it in the beginning. You got nothing to worry about.
Yeah,
Got a lot
sounds
going
good.
on there.
Sounds good.
Got some time to warm up. Get used to it. I think we found our way all the way to gratitude time today already, which is kind of insane. It seemed to go by awfully quickly. But I guess we'll start off with Stephen again. You want to go first?
Oh, I'm grateful as always for each and every one of you. After the conversation that was just had, grateful that I don't have to wash or wipe cheese butt. Grateful for the new year. For a lot of happiness and great memories and lots of more awesome podcasts. And yeah.
Lots more to come. Audrey, you're up.
I'm very grateful
there you
for
are.
Stephen, Frankie, John, Chris. Grateful for my support system outside of the group and my family and my friends, everyone in my life. And looking forward to the rest of Capricorn season.
Frankie, you're up.
Again, I am always grateful for y'all. This is always a great hour of the week. Again, for my wonderful supportive family and my incredible wife. This week I am grateful for wet wipes, because what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go to wet to dry to wet to dry, wet to dry, wet to dry. And I think that'll be the best for me. Grateful for the wipe.
Oh, sorry. Okay, that's good, Frankie. Man, I'm grateful. I moved. I got through the holidays. I'm grateful for this group. We're in a new year. I'm grateful for a new year. I'm really looking forward to just this year and I don't know, whatever it has to bring. Hopefully good things. And I have a feeling inside me that good things will come. But hopefully they do. Hopefully that manifests. And I'm grateful for my wife, my family, this group, and my sober support system, and another day alive and sober. I'm so grateful for that. I mean, really, after having the conversation on this podcast today, that doesn't that resonates so deep right now. But anyway, that's what I'm grateful for. Thank you.
Well, I was thinking, Frankie, those, the sprayers in the sink, the kitchen sink. You just that's all you need, really.
I'm through that. I'm in that thought process.
Yeah,
Right?
just hose them down.
Yeah,
That's all good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hold them up. Just hold them up.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But grateful to all of you guys. What a great hour, as always. So much fun, so much love and warmth. What could be better, really? I'm grateful that I woke up this morning. I'm here. We get to do this again, and we get to have another day, another sober day, like John said. Another day clean and sober, because it could have easily gone the other way back in the day. On any day could have gone that way. And so I'm really thrilled to be here, really. And like I said in the beginning, I'm really grateful just to be continuing on this journey, whatever it brings. No idea what the next hour, tomorrow, doesn't matter. I've got right now, got this minute, this hour, living in the moment, and it's all that matters. And that's it. Let me close us out. I keep forgetting that I'm supposed to do this little speech at the end, so I'm going to do it. So thanks again. I get caught up, like this is great. I love this stuff. And I just, I don't want it to end. So thanks again, everybody. I'm sorry Amy wasn't here today, but she was busy. She'll be back next time around. And thanks. I mean, your brilliance, really, all of you. And thanks to our listeners for joining us. We're getting we're getting audience these days out on the site. Don't know what that means, but thousands and thousands apparently, which is cool. And if anybody out there has any thoughts, please share. I did respond to one post a while back, and hopefully there'll be more people inquiring about who knows what. So anyway, that's that story. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, and a bunch of other platforms. And we look forward to hearing from you. So thanks again, everybody. And we'll do it again in 2 weeks. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you.